Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Joni and this is my Flosstube channel, Joni Loves Stitching. It is episode 3 today, September 5th, 4th, 5th, whatever today's Saturday is. It's been about 3 weeks since my last update, which was episode 2. Very off the cuff, no rhyme or reason to that episode. I'm hoping this one is a little bit better. I do have notes. Hopefully I follow them a bit. So yeah, let's get rocking and rolling. Today I'm going to give you a little bit of a life update. I do want to give a warning that there will be mention of Afghanistan and a death. Not my husband's. But I want to give that as a warning in case anyone feels the need to fast forward because hearing about stuff like that right now is really rough. So life update will include that. I will be talking about some finished objects that I have. Objects. I'm looking at my phone. As I'm watching it, looks like I'm doing a regular S. It might be backwards to you guys. It might look like a loopy Z, but objects. Finished objects, not completely finished objects. I'm going to talk about some whips. I want to talk about some options that I'm considering for my next, my next project. That's my dog, Kevin. Some options I'm considering for my next project. They are samplers, since it is Sampler September. I will be showing you a few pieces that I finished in the past that are still not framed. I am going to send those to the framer. So I wanted to kind of show you before I send them, and then in a few months, that's what they're running right now. When they come back, you'll get to see them in the frames. And then I'm going to tell you about some more haul that I have, because I have more haul. I always have more haul. And I'm not going to do any quilting today. I just want to get this part down and smooth sailing before I'm quilting back into it, especially since I really haven't touched quilting at all this week. I've done a bit of English paper piecing, like 1 or 2 pieces together at my kid's soccer, and I've cut, maybe 2 fat quarters of fabric. Nothing really worth mentioning. So, that being said, I am about to start the life update. Move forward a few minutes if you don't want to hear what's going on. Okay. In episode 2, you guys heard me mention that my husband, we had just gotten him off to overseas, Afghanistan. We all know what's been going on in the news with Afghanistan for the last few weeks. Well, it was news to me. I saw it coming before. He was not supposed to be home until late October, early November. But we knew going in that this was going to very much be a play it by ear thing. And if you hear groaning, that is my dog relaxing. But we knew that him being over there was going to be a play it by ear. He could come home at any point type thing. He was literally there 2 days. He said, so I'm coming home early. Okay. And he was supposed to come home August 27th. Cool. He was literally going to be packing up some stuff and getting his stuff squared away, and they were sending him out. A few days later, he said, got some better news. I'm coming home on the 20th. Cool. Thank you. By now, stuff was beginning to look bad. And then everything happened. The Taliban kept moving in, and every day he's sitting here telling me, yeah, it's fine, we're fine, we're fine. They're closing ranks. And finally he tells me, yeah, they're about 10 miles out. I can run that in 2 hours. So I was not feeling good. He's doing what he can over there. He's getting his stuff packed up. He's telling me that, yeah, their fighters aren't going to come into the city. We've basically said we'd blow it if they do. Okay. And at first they didn't send their fighters in. We all know their fighters eventually went in. But my husband was at the airport in the military side. And he did not sleep much that last little bit. When he did sleep, he was literally sitting at a fire pit outside sleeping, in little short bursts, and he did not make the flight that he was supposed to go out on. Everything went to pot, and it was basically, yeah, they'll get me out when they can get me out. He was supposed to be on a specific flight after that, and that flight didn't happen because of the people on the runway, and eventually he got out. If you follow my Instagram, Joni Loves Stitching on Instagram, you will see that I did post a picture of him finally home. Literally just showed up on my front porch one day in the morning. Hi. He stunk. He goes over and he has like 3 huge things of luggage, and he was allowed to bring 1 back because he was on a flight with refugees. So, you know, you need to make space. So he's shoving expensive stuff into this 1 suitcase, a whole bunch of these short, stubby batteries, and workout supplements, his expensive boots, his expensive, you know, headlamp, his expensive sunglasses, everything that would make sense to bring home, he put in the other ones, including every single pair of clean clothes he had and his toothbrush. 5 days. He was switching between 2 dirty pairs of clothes and no toothbrush. He smelled so bad, and it was so amazing to smell. Yeah, best worst smell ever. So he got home. We're all good there. If you hear clacking, that's my other dog. Now, what else is going on? I also mentioned, hello honey, lay down, okay, okay. I also mentioned in that same post where I posted, I'm covered in St. Bernard slobber. It's disgusting. Okay, anyways, I posted in that same or similar post that a friend of ours from church was in the hospital. He was sick. He did not make it, and so that's been rough for my little boy. He was very bonded to this guy. So I now have 2 menfolk at home who are going through huge life changes, and that sucks big time. So I decided that I wanted to stitch All Will Be Well by Heartstring Samplery, and we'll talk more about that in WIPs, but I'm doing a sal with it. Mega Stitches has joined me. You can join us too. The pattern is available hard copy or PDF if you want. It's monochrome, it's literally 1 color, so easy peasy, whatever size fabric you want to do, whatever thread. But it's so crappy for everyone right now, you know, just world problems, personal problems, that sometimes we need to be reminded that it's gonna be okay. So I want to stitch on that, and I'd like you to join me. I'd like to invite you to join me if you'd like. Other life update, I got my car back, and they lost one of my flosses, so I still need to gesundheit Gaskell work on getting WickysDen Works Snowflake so I can finish up my Christmas celebration time sampler by Frosted Pumpkin. I think I got the title right, whatever. Also, school started. A lot more time to breathe now. I feel bad saying that, but you know what? Our kids need time away from us, and we need time away from them. So that's a quick life update. I'm going to show you my FOs, and then actually I'm going to pause, take the dog out, and then I'm going to come back, show you my 2 FOs, and move on to WIPs from there. All right, friends, I'm back. Thank you for hanging tight while I took care of my girl. Okay, so I was going to do finished objects next. So you'll remember that I was working on a smaller piece, Fragments of Time. Summer house stitches? I don't know, I put the pattern away. But each year, I think it's Summer House Stitches, comes out with like a set of 8 smaller pieces that go together. Think Joan. But yeah, so this one has a very nautical theme, and I wanted to do a few to stick in my bedroom. Just kind of make little pillows and stick them in a bowl. I'll be showing you 2 more that I got that were just released from that, but this first one is, I think this was number 4 for this year's. Thank Kevin. So the house, I called her a widow last week, but you know what? After the last couple of weeks, I'm not gonna call her a widow. She's just a waiting wife. And it was hard stitching that, thinking, know how she feels. So there's that. I did all the called for colors. I think I thought at some point that this was a 32 count, but it was a 28. The coverage wasn't the best. Sorry for the noise. My dog's licking the couch. But on the house, you really don't see much white at all because that red in there is all backstitch took like shiplap. Talk Joan. So it's very cool. Second piece is one of my Halloween pieces that I'm so in love with. Yeah, it's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. The last few days before Jeff got home, I watched Hocus Pocus 3 times. And tonight I watched Practical Magic. I'm in a very Halloween-y mood. I already have a little blue pumpkin up. It's okay. It's not orange. I can have it up. So I finished this. This to this is about 14 inches. So I want to find, this was it, 20 by 14, 20 by whatever it is, frame, and see what I think of how it looks in there. If I think there's too much space on the outside, then I'll try to see if I can find another not so normal size frame. But that's 3 inches on either side. It's kind of like that, you know. And then, you know, I'd like a really black, ornate, oldie looking frame. And then I'm going to use the framing tutorial done by Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I've watched that a couple times the past couple weeks to really get a hang of it. I've ordered what I need, so we'll see what happens. So those are my finished objects. Next, I'm going to go through whips. I've had 3 new starts. I just want to start everything. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's not conducive to finishing, despite what I just showed you. So, whips. My oldest whip that I worked on that I did not finish this week, last few weeks, is Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. I think this is an older one. This is 2013, 6 years. But I just found it. So I decided to start stitching this during Mayfly May, which also known as Stitch Mania. I decided to go with the Mayfly May hashtag for my stuff that I was stitching. Leanne from Small Town Stitches was talking about, I don't know how she phrased it, but basically, for lack of better words, it's kinder to people in the neurodiverse and mentally ill communities, which I'm part of the neurodiverse community, so I'm gonna back that. but this is what I have so far. So for Mayfly May, I had that and this. Because what I did was I started a new project each week. Thank you. So I did a little bit over here, that part, the words, and that last few weeks. Now, the fabric is 32 count Lugana Pumpkin Pie by Stitch Me. It was one of the options that I had gotten for the Hocus Pocus, and it just didn't really fit with what I wanted. I probably could have gone with like a warmer purpley burgundy color for stitching for Hocus Pocus, and wound up with Mary's colors. Mary, I think that's a sister. You know which one I'm talking about. So, but I didn't, and I really like how this is turning out. There's one thread that might blend in a bit too well, but it's not horrible, and it's just on a little portion of it. It's not even that bad. So if I get there and I think it blends in too much, then I can just switch it to all these little parts on this little tree there to burgundy. So I am using all the called fors. Nice and dark. Blacks and browns, stitching with them, or really in general, not my wheelhouse, but it's kind of soothing on this. Need a better project bag because this does not fit that. Oops, I'll set that over there. Okay, my next project, I do not have the pattern to show you. It is Carolyn Manning Designs. I downloaded it 6 days ago when I was on her site. It's a series of smalls that you can put together. It's called Pumpkin Patch. So you can kind of see right here, there's some purple in there, that it's very Halloween-y, autumnal, fall-time, autumnal, I don't know. Fall-time Halloween-y colors. So it will be, that's as far across as it goes. It's a small piece. And this is a, I don't know if that's a 28 or 32 Lugana. I stole it from another project that I had kitted up that I hadn't done. It was one of the Stitching with the Housewives projects, and it was like a springtime peep or something, and I don't feel like stitching a springtime peep right now. So my colors are really fun. I just literally, I went to the store, and this is how by the seat of my pants I was flying. I saw it, I downloaded it, and he said I wanted to stitch it the next day. So I went to the gym for a few hours, and then I hopped over to Hobby Lobby, which is right across the way, and I bought them. How fun is that? I love the purple. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. And then the next one, now this is the All Will Be Well by Heartstring Samplery. In case you don't know this project, it came out this last year at, not StitchCon, Needlework Expo. Pretty sure it came out at Needlework Expo. So it calls for 40 count, and it's 107 by 90 stitches, so about 4 by 5. Small little piece, but all will be well, guys. It'll be okay. So I'm using, I literally just dug around to see what I had that might work, blend well, that I liked. So I'm using Razzleberry. Razzleberry by Crescent Colors. I think they're called Classic Colorworks now. This is pretty old. This is exactly, Kevin. This is pre-kid, so this is from before 2013. And then I'm doing it on 40 count vellum linen by Picture This Plus. And this is what I have so far. I've already told you guys I'm not going to deal with taking my stuff out of my frames. Just show you, because I don't have my life together that much. I think this is a Flamingo Toes needle minder that I got from Fat Quarter Shop. So close to around a quarter of the way done. I'm stitching this a lot in the pickup line. When I pick my son up, I pick him up 2 days a week for soccer because his bus won't get home in time. And no joke, you have to get there 20 to 25 minutes before school gets out if you want to be out of there within half an hour of school getting out. And we have to be out there within half an hour of school getting out in order to get soccer time. It's stupid. So, last whip to show you this week is Anna by Nora Corbett. Anna? Yeah, Anna, A-N-A. She is Bewitching Pixies. So there's a couple of them. I just really liked the apple and the green and the purple. I'm very green and purple for Halloween. This is technically my first Nora Corbett. I've started Lady Justice by from Mirabilia, which is same designer, bigger pieces. But I started that from Mayfly May, and I put it away. I need Pattern Keeper or something. However, we're an Apple family. I have no Androids. I'm not technically savvy enough to figure out how to get Google Play or any of that on my Apple products. So if anyone has any suggestions for something that I can use on an iPhone 10, because that's what I have, or an Apple computer, let me know. I don't have an iPad. Phone works well enough. So, Anna, I haven't got too far on her. This is all I have, some skin and a hat, a little bit of hair. But I'm also trying to stitch her off the paper pattern. 32 count gingerbread from Picture This Plus. I tell you what, it feels tighter going through there than it does for other 32 counts I have. So I don't know if the way they dye it shrinks it, excuse me, or what, but this is Lugana, so I don't know. Also, I'm not a very tight stitcher in general, so up here, if I can get it, you can see, I think, hopefully, that some of the stitches are kind of bulky and not as straight. You know, I don't care if my stitches are all that straight anyways, but I feel like they look better down here than they do up here, and I don't know if that's just because of the color variety, I don't know. because of the color differences or because I was stitching it loose. So the hat might come out and get redone, depending on how the rest of her turns out. If the rest of her looks good as I'm stitching tighter and the hat really irks me, then I'll redo that. So that is my current, those are my current whips. Oh, you know what? I was going to tell you about my bag. So, this bag, let me take this stuff out so you can see how cute it is. Oh, look at that. I just got it the other week. It's from Patchwork Pawprint. A couple of my bags are from Patchwork Pawprint, and I love them. She has a couple different sizes, small, medium, large. I don't know if this is small or medium, but I feel like her larges are pretty decent size. She's in England, UK. I don't know how we're supposed to say that. So it does take some time. Shipping's a bit more expensive. So typically when I order from her, I order more. There's a couple cute wintry ones that I want to order. So we'll see how that goes. But I wanted to show you that because it's super cute. I love it. And here's the back. Yeah, I'm not really like into black, but it's so pretty and fall-time Halloween-y. So those are my whips. I'm going to get the other pieces that I want to show you, some haul, and I'll be right back, kids. And we're back. Okay, so show and tell time. First, I'm going to show you the pieces that I have to get framed, which they're both older pieces, so I don't know, I haven't gotten them framed yet. Oh well. So I'm going to start by showing you these, and then I'm going to show you 3 different pieces that I'm considering starting next. All samplers for Sampler September. I'll probably post pictures of them on Instagram as well and see what people think. So this first one, and of course I don't even have the pattern up here with me, so I'll have it somewhere downstairs. I'll probably look for it and post it in the notes, but it's like Wild Hearts Creations or something. I don't think she does patterns anymore. You know what? Did I write it down? No. I wrote frame bound finished pieces. Didn't write the names of them. Oh well. So this is, I think it's literally like MP48 or something. I don't know. There wasn't any creative name. It was like Wild Hearts Creates. She doesn't design anymore. MyXstitchcollections is actually stitching something by her as well. So this one, again, this is pre-2013. This is pre-baby. I got the pattern at Needles in the Haymarket, which is mostly a yarn store, but it has a pretty good cross-stitch selection. A lot of threads, and I think she had almost everything from the last Needlework Expo. So I got this there. It looks like a 24 or 28 or 32 count Lugana. I love Lugana. It's nice and thick and has a nice drape. So, oh. I'm holding it upside down. It goes like this. It goes like that. There you go. So now the alphabet is going from down to up. I don't know. Whatever. It works. So this was my very first bigger piece. I'm pretty darn proud of how it turned out. So that one is going to the framers. I'm going to take them to Total Framing. I know people from all over the country send them to their stuff to Total Framing. I have the luxury of just being able to wander over there because both of their locations are within half an hour of me. Super convenient. And then this one is by, I think it's called Cherry Pie, and it's by Casey Bonagorio. She does not design either anymore, unfortunately. I haven't seen a new design of hers since 2013. I think there were copyright frustrations, which I get. So, but how cute is that? And then there's some, I don't know if I used Kreinik or DMC, but I called for a DMC. And then there's a few little beads right there and some beads right there. I have a key lime pie by her as well, and it's like an Irish coffee. Like most of her stuff is food. Little food sampler, super cute. I really want the blueberry pie or blueberry pancake. I forget what it is, but it's blueberry and it's so pretty. And then there was like a taco one that I want. My friend Christine has a bunch of them, and it was actually her pattern that I borrowed for this, which is why I don't have it, because after years it made it back to her. So I might see if she'll lend me another one of those that I just mentioned, you know, again, for the next few years. Sorry, Christine, I love you. Also, she's the one who got me back into cross-stitching after I hadn't cross-stitched since I was like young. And we met through a indie dyer group on Ravelry back before both of our kids were born. Was it before I got married? It might have been before I got married. I don't know if I'd met Jeff or not yet, but so we've known each other for a while. But yeah. So, and speaking of Christine, these next 3 projects that I'm considering to start next are all samplers, and this is one that she got me for my birthday a couple years ago. I haven't started it, but it is, I've never heard of anything else but the Stitching Parlor. And again, it's an older one. I'm not seeing a date on here. Oh, whatever. This is Persuasion. You know, Captain Wentworth and Anne Elliot. I'm not as big of a Janeite as I used to be, but I love Jane Austen. Jeff is in country traveling for the next week, so I will probably be watching a few Jane Austen movies, and maybe if I start this, I'll watch Persuasion while I do it. So it calls for 32 count. She got me, so when she got it for me, she got me the pattern, she got me the fabric, and she got me the gold Kreinik. I think it's Kreinik. And it was, she got me 36 count Lakeside Vintage Buttercream, which I'm cool with. I like 36, I like 40. I think 32 would have been cool too, but it's gonna be big enough as it is. I think it's gonna be like 17, 19 inches by like 12 or 13, around there. So it really is like, I don't know, a yellowy beige color, yellowy beige, but not like that. That makes it sound bad, but it's really quite pretty. I don't know, maybe yellowy beige doesn't sound bad to you, but I'm not much of a beige person. So I have all the called forth floss. So there's actually have all called for on everything that I'm about to show you. So there's that one. And then these other 2 are Blackbird designs. So you've probably seen them. This is Merry Christmas. I got this in haul a while ago. I don't know, not that long ago, but so the Merry Christmas. And I ordered from, who is this? Number 12 Stitch Co. on Etsy. 2 different pieces of fabric. She's in Australia. Did not know that when I ordered it, so it took a while, but they're beautiful. So the one I decided to go to is 32 count vintage. No, it's kind of a pinky, a light pinky brownie color. Let's see if, oh no, maybe that's as true as it gets. It's really pretty. I don't have the best lighting here. We have lighting that keeps me from getting bad migraines, but it's not the prettiest. But so I have all of the 4 flosses. The other color that I got was lighter around here, and it's also, again, a very pretty color, but I even asked my husband, and he, but even he said this one's, it would have blended in too much. So this was what I went with. So that's an option. And then, last choice, Feast of Friendship. Actually, I think I got this with Christine too. I believe I got it at In Stitches in Alexandria, Virginia. It's this cute, really nice cross-stitch shop. And it's over Mount Vernon area of Alexandria, across Route 1 from Woodlawn, and that intersection right near there, if you go off Route 1 and down the road, you're at Mount Vernon. So if you're in the Northern Virginia area and you want to go see Mount Vernon, you want to see the Potomac, you need a needle shop to hit up, In Stitches in Alexandria. And if you knit, it's not that far away from Fiber Space in Old Town Alexandria. It is a drive, you can't walk there. It's probably like a 10-15 minute drive, but that whole area in general is just, you can make a crafty day out of it. I don't know if there's a quilt shop up there. Probably. Okay, so that, I have all the called for colors, nothing special there. And then it's just a plain Jane 32 count Lansell Joblin. So nothing special about that, but there's so much going on there that I don't really feel like you need like a mottled or an overdyed fabric. I like stitching with a good Joblin. So those are my 3 options. Let me know what you think in the comments or over on Instagram, and we'll see what I choose. Now, haul time, y'all. Okay, I got a lot of stuff. When I get anxiety filled, I buy. Not always the best thing, but you know what? It works out. So, starting from the top, I got a grind guard for an 11x17 Q-snap. And I got that from WickysDen on Etsy, England. It took a bit, whatever. The other, I mentioned that I got that one fabric from number 12 Stitch Co. on Etsy. This is the other one, and this is Toasted Mallow 36 count. Not 36 count? I think the other one's 36 count. And this is almost like a buttercreamy color. It's similar to the other one. So a nice, pretty, pale. They're both really pretty. And there are some other stunning colors on there that I think I might need to pick up if I can find a reason to. Now, when I bought Anna, because about her recently. I'm weird and I can't just grab a fabric and go with it. I need to have choices, and I get these visions in my head and I want them to be very specific, and if they don't happen, it goes bad. So I got 3 different fabrics to choose from for her. I obviously went with the gingerbread. They were all Picture This Plus from 123 Stitch. So the other one that I got, this is 32 count bra. It's not bra. I'm pretty sure it's brass, but it looks almost a bit more green than it actually is. Well, yeah, I think the screen might be showing a little bit more green, but so that's that. And then I got Picture This Plus, 32 count Cypress. And this is almost looks like it has a couple different colors going on. It looks like there's some darker gray, some redder, some goldener. I almost want to say like there's a spot here too where it looks like here too. Here or there where it looks like there's some yellowy green in there, but I think that's just the way they blend together. It's really pretty. So that would make for a fun fall-time one. And then, because I've been on a Mirabilia kick, I ordered Andromeda, and I ordered that from Etsy as well, and that came from MyXstitchcollections. So it's the pattern and the beads and the 2 Krynics you need for it. I did not know I was getting the Krynics, so that's super handy. Blank card. I don't know. And then I need to tone it down on the I think this was Cottage Needle. Yes, Cottage Needle. She even stuck a needle in there. I don't want to lose that. So I ordered Halloween Greetings. I saw this on Instagram a few times. It was really cute and it looks fairly simple. So there's that. And then I ordered by Heartstring Samplery the Peace Band sampler. I think that's a John Lennon quote. Oh, I have been smiling, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it's someday. And I believe it's someday it's going to come. I don't know, maybe that's John Lennon? I don't know. Do you know the song that I'm thinking of? Whatever. But so it calls for a 36 count and 3 skeins of classic Colorworks. It's really pretty. I'd start that right now, but I kind of feel like I want to do that as like a more Valentine's Day like stitch. Just stop talking. And then today, I am part of, as you know, I'm doing the 2-inch hexie quilt. So if you're on Instagram, there is a page called Intrepid Thread. And she is, the Intrepid Thread. And she does a monthly little pack. So you get 2 packs of your papers, 25 pieces. So you get extra pieces. I was creating my own using my Cricut before, and they're the exact same size. So it's handy. I don't need to cut as many anymore. So she sends you 6. Are these all? Oh, maybe there's 2 of, nope. So 6 of a pattern, and I think there's 6 different patterns. 3, right? Oh, that one's pretty. And then, have we done that one yet? I don't know if we've done that one yet. So, yep, that's really light. And then put that down. That's really cute. And then we're back to the beginning again. So that's just a nice variety into what I already have. I feel like I have like 250 basted already, and I have a nice little stack left, so probably go another month or two and then see where I'm at in terms of how many I need and start actually sewing them together. So hold that thought. Okay, oh, last Mirabilia that I got. I actually got this. I'm on a Mirabilia destash page. I really wanted this one. It's so pretty. And it's a fun story because the gal who I bought it from actually lives right down the road from me on one of my running routes. So I didn't meet her. She left it outside for her porch pickup, but it was fun knowing like how close you are to people who have stuff in common with you. So that's really cool. So I got that. And then, okay. From Kingsland Needle Art, again on Etsy, I got Friendship's Way. It's like an actual book. Because there was a sampler that I saw coming across Instagram for a hot second. Let me see if I can find it. Find it. It's little strawberry looking things. Here we go. There we go. Isn't that pretty? So I would suggest maybe this for Sampler September, but I don't know if I have all of those colors and stuff, so I'm just not even gonna worry about that at this point. And then I got the anniversaries of the Heart #3, A Wish for You, because my husband and I were actually married in March, and he's very Irish. Teeny bit of Hopi, teeny bit of Scottish, teeny bit of German, but that comes from like one grandparent. The rest are Irish. So that kind of made me smile. And then from Hollis Hands Create, Last of the Haul, my order was for the first FO that I had, the Fragments of Time, Tales from the Sea. That's the title of this year's Fragments of Time. An anchor and a lighthouse. So I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but the anchor is big to me because my husband is a Navy vet. He's whatever, you know. He has some like koi fish and frogs tattooed on his arms. But to me, you know, he's a Navy vet and he's my anchor. He keeps me grounded, and so whenever I see an anchor, I think of him. So I want to stitch those two up to go along with the pillow. And then there's a ship in that one and like a little nautical flag that says remember me. So since those can travel alone, I got the Blue Flower quilting bee. I don't know if I've mentioned this story about the bees in our house. If I have, let me know. If I haven't, let me know. It was a doozy. It was made during the lockdown last year. Lots of bees. And then this Mathews and another anchor. Kind of want to see if I can rejig the colors to be a bit more blues, but we'll see. So that's all, y'all. And as I don't have any quilting, I'm going to close out now. I said last video that it will be about 2 weeks. It's 3 weeks, which is a lot closer between now and the first video, so maybe I'll actually get it right next time. Or maybe I'll do so much stitching this week while Jeff's gone that I'll film again next week. I don't know. It'll be like a big surprise. When will it happen? Someone's sneaking up on you. I don't know. I'm talking just to talk now. So since I have 2 dogs snoring on either side of me, I don't know if you have to listen closely for that or if it's really obvious. If it's really obvious, I'm sorry, but you know what? They live here. It's their house. So, since they're snoring and dreaming, it's probably my bedtime too. So I'm going to hop off here. I will get it edited together tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't know where my computer is. I looked for earlier. I don't know where it is. So that should be interesting. I don't think my husband took it with him when he went traveling this time because his computer did make it back from Afghanistan. It's somewhere. I don't know where. But this will get edited and uploaded whenever I find my computer. Hopefully it's tomorrow. If not, we'll be tearing the house apart on Monday and it'll happen then. So, chin up, kids. Try to look at the bright side and appreciate what you do have. And if you can't appreciate it, acknowledge that you tried to appreciate it and just do stuff that makes you happy right now. Do stuff that helps your heart and helps your mind. And turn off the news. I know it's responsible to be informed, but turn off the news. It's so bad right now. We all need a break. And this is me giving you permission to take that break, turn off the news, and focus on you and yours. So, have a good night, sweet dreams, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.